Go on, it's a little bit wet underfoot, is it, buddy? Have a look at this. Look at this. We've just had the rainfall come through. We had a break in the clouds and the sun's come out. So I quickly put the boots on to have a look and see how waterlogged the ground is. And why I'm checking it is because is the water getting in below where we need it? Because we say we get good rainfall, but when it comes after such a long dry period and the ground being compacted and dehydrated, penetrating through the surface, and I'm talking just even the first 2 inches, is pretty difficult, especially when it all comes down in one go. So if we get more rain over the next few days, ideal. Hopefully it'll start to absorb like an old dry sponge that gets rehydrated. And that's the whole thing about it, folks. You need to get it down deep below. And if you're in a small area, a small garden where you can go out there actively with a garden fork and just punch a few holes in the ground and aerate it a bit like that, that's going to make a huge difference in the absorption rate for the water. And that's not just your lawn areas, it's your garden beds, which we should go and check right now. Have a look at the puddles here leading up. What was that? Did he kick? You all right, mate? Oh yeah, that's it, that's it. Just trash the joint. Leia, leave him alone. Come this way. Yeah, they're still a bit small here, folks. I'm looking at the lettuce here that's germinated. It's because of this soil. It's really bad. These are self-germinated. This one's already bolted. It's gone to seed. So it's telling me that the ground's underneath there dry. And what I need to say also is that we've had non-stop rain for the last 2 days, and they're not heavy showers or heavy rainfall. It was a shower more like, but it was continuous. It literally continuous over the last 2 days, and this is the first real break that we've had for more than 10 minutes. So you would anticipate that the water that we've had coming down here continuously on the same spot over the 2 days would have soaked through. So another trial. We're still on the topic of soil and moisture and getting it to activate, because without the water, folks, there really isn't much life. Just getting below the surface, it seems to be pretty moist, very fibrous, but here we go again. Look at that. So, and just below the topsoil of compost and planting mix that we've added to this is the old soil. And obviously there's a fibrous root system that's pushing through this whole area. So there you go. Here I am. It's actually moist. I mean, I won't say moist, it's damp. You know, it's not enough to say that it's going to be enriched, but we need another 2 or 5 days, if not 2 weeks of this sort of rain, continuously to crack through that surface and actually hydrate underneath below so it can absorb it properly. So water's getting there. It's not as dry as it used to be. I'll just keep digging and see what's going on down deep below. Yeah, the lower you go, the drier it is. See? So it hasn't really got down there yet. There we are. It feels more damp, you can tell. You can even see that I'm holding it. So there is moisture. It's not just silt and dirt, dry dirt. So water's getting there. Good thing. So these seedlings, as I was mentioning, the cos, well, they're not going to do well here, even though they're self-germinated. And I've said in the past, the little volunteers, when they grow on their own, they adapt better into the environment because they've grown in there before. The mother plant has grown before. But in this case here, they look like they've really struggled from the lack of moisture. And that's because I don't give it enough water on a regular basis. And I shouldn't have to, especially this time of the year when the weather's so cool. It shouldn't be drying out so much. So I'm just going to pop out some of the larger ones and move them. Look at that. That's not the root system from the lettuce. It's probably from the basil. So I'm going to transplant this across. That one there. We'll try and get these little ones here as well. They're not big enough really. Oh, is that right on the pipe? There we go. There's not much in them. We'll start with these 3. Let's go plant them over here. This is the bed that I'm going to plant them in, the bed that I actually turned over, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. What have we got here? We've got twigs, our blend underneath. Let's see how moist it is. How good is that, eh? Oh yeah. That's good. That's perfect. Let's get in there. Hands and all. Oh, love it. Slowly building the carbon. So it's got to decompose a bit more, folks. And over the course of, a few weeks, this will activate. And really what we need now is a little bit of warmth. So you're not going to get as much activity in your soil this time of the year. And that's why it's important to always top it up with a liquid feed in between the rain, in case you're not getting the rain we are. Or superfood. And compost or planting mix, just a light top dress. I'm going to give these some planting mix. Sorry, I'm not going to give them planting mix. I'm going to give them some superfood. That's what I've got here. There's already planting mix in here, but let's just pop these little seedlings in here and see how they go in this little blend here where we've got the moisture traveling deep below. One hand planting, not bad, huh? There's one. Guarantee you the birds will come and dig these up again. Something new in the ground, something interesting. That's what I love doing. Well, there you go, folks. Even though with all the rain that we had over the last couple of days, in the beds that I haven't prepared or dug over, which are really dehydrated at the bottom, are still struggling to get hydrated. So do not rely on the rainfall. Yes, it does help. Yes, it will help crack the surface over. But if you're not getting continuous rain, and I don't want you guys to be underwater, but if you're not getting enough rain through the course of the few days, it's really not going to get down deep below. So that means get the hose out, get your liquid fertilizer out, crack it open with a garden fork, and get the water down deep below where you need to get it the most. And if it is fibrous roots like this bed has been, well, turn it over. You really need to crack it open, get rid of all those invasive roots that are otherwise destroying your garden bed, so that your garden bed can flourish again, so the microbes can kick into gear, and your plants that you're growing, whether they're flowers or edible plants, will be able to connect with the soil and take up those minerals they need vital to keep them nice and strong. And it's all about the moisture as well. So no water, no life at the end of the day. And if there is water, well, with all the rain we've had, a lot of it's going to get washed through. And in my case here, a little top dress like that will go a long way. I'm going to transplant some more seedlings today. I feel like it now that we've got a little bit of sunshine left in the garden, so we don't get drenched. And I think you should do the same. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com, folks, and we are coming up to New South Wales and Queensland. You can see the dates on our website, and if you're a resident of those two states and you want to pop in and say hello, you can get yourself some great products on pre-orders and we'll deliver them to you or at the showgrounds where we're going to be. And you can pick them up and meet and greet, and we can talk all things gardening. Looking forward to meeting you all up there. That's vasilisgarden.com. From me, Vasili Maresi.